As you hopefully know, my last big main channel video as of recording was I fixed 164 cards. They were broken, untested, whatever random word that they used in the listing. I don't exactly remember, but they weren't all working. I'm not going to spoil that video, but I've done it a couple times with Game Boy and Game Boy Advance games, and so I did it with N64 cards because I sell N64s, retroremaster.com, if you want to buy an HDMI modded one. But advertising aside, these 6 games here are my actual real collection, my only 6 games that I own for the N64. And 4 of them aren't even mine, they're my brother in law's. But I actually own these 2. This was my entire N64 collection that I actually own until today. So, just in case you haven't watched my original video where I go over these, it's Super Mario 64, Zelda Ocarina of Time, Pokemon Stadium, Star Fox 64, and V Rally 99 and Monster Truck Madness. Actually, I think V Rally 99 is mine. I think this is the one that I bought to originally test my N64 when I got it. I could be wrong though. Will, if you want to let me know in the comments, let us know. V Rally 99 is yours, because I wouldn't put it past myself to buy a cheap racing game that is from the year I was born to test the console. Anyways, those are my 6 games, and I decided to keep this giant stack of, I believe, 31 games. 1, 2, 3. No, 28 games. These are stacks of 9 with Pokemon Stadium number 1 on top, and the actual Pokemon Stadium 1. There's 3 Pokemon stadiums in Japan. There's only 2 everywhere else. So here's the first one. Even though I have an English copy of Pokemon Stadium, I decided to keep all 3 of them. Spoiler alert, because why not? I'm a huge Pokemon fan, and battling is fun. So I've got the first one here, and it's cleaned with a fresh battery. I really like golf, so having Mario Golf 64, probably don't need to know Japanese a ton for this. So I feel like it's not a bad pickup for the Japanese cartridge for me, because at the end of the day, I paid $200 for less than $200 for 100 of them. That's less than $2 a cart. So not bad at all. That's wow. I actually just like put that into perspective for a second. I got these for less than $2 each, like a buck 80 each. Wow. Okay. Only downside is they're in Japanese. I just need to learn Japanese. I haven't played a ton of the Mario Golf games, and I think this was the first one, and it looks pretty cool. So eventually I'll try it out. But yeah, we're not gonna actually play any games in this one. Unlike my other collection videos from the past, I don't have experience with most of these games because you saw my original collection, and plus I was born after the N64 came out. I was still born pre GameCube, but I never had an N64. The GameCube was my first console, and even when I got that, the Wii was knocking on the door. So I just don't have a ton of experience with N64. And instead of how I normally do these collection videos where I talk about my nostalgia for each of these games or why I got them, this is more just me pointing out these are the ones that I'm keeping. Let me know which ones I should play. But I'll just get to these other ones. We've got Pokemon Stadium 2 and Pokemon Stadium Gold and Silver. I'm guessing this is number 3. Yeah, the copyright date is 2000. This is 99. And I'm going to guess that this one's 98. Yep. One every year. Makes sense. There's our 3 Pokemon Stadiums right there. And Mario Golf. Mario Kart 64. Now, I have played a little bit of Mario Kart 64. One of my friends growing up, they had an N64. And when I would go over to play, we actually ended up playing Mario Kart 64 a ton. That friend was actually the first time I ever played an NES. One of the TMNT games, TMNT. I just said TMNT and it just didn't sound right. It sounded like I was missing a letter. No, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And yeah, that was the first time I ever experienced the NES. I had no idea what it was back then. It was my friend's mom's console. It was like in the parents' bedroom, which I thought was crazy, which looking back is like super cool to me. It's like something that I do now. I actually don't have any consoles in the bedroom besides a handheld. Anyways, I do have experience with Mario Kart 64. It's a fun game, but I think there's better Mario Karts out there, like Double Dash, Mario Kart Wii 8. It's on the lower end of the tier list. But we'll switch it up and go to this stack for a bit. We've got Mario Story, which is Paper Mario, the first Paper Mario. I'm not really an RPG guy, other than like Pokemon. Like a turn-based RPG like this style of RPG, not really my thing. Never really tried any of the Fire Emblem games or anything like that. But I don't know. I've heard good things about this, but unfortunately, I don't think I could get away with playing a Japanese copy of this game until I've played it at least once before in English. So I don't know how much use this will actually get, but I figured I should add to the collection because I've heard great things about it. And if there was gonna be a game that would get me into like these kind of RPGs, it would probably be the Paper Mario series. But I'll probably start with Thousand Year Door if anything, especially now that it's on the Switch. But yeah, why not add it to the collection? Finally, I have the first Super Smash Brothers, which is really cool. Meh. I don't really have much to say here. I think that every Smash Bros game that came out after this is just plain better. But I think it's a cool game to have in my collection nonetheless. That's really all I have to say about that one. Kirby 64. I am actually excited for this one because I love Kirby. I've started this game. I think I'm like probably an hour, maybe 2 hours into this game, but I was emulating it, and I honestly don't even remember what I was emulating it on. So I'm gonna need to start over no matter what. I think I might actually play this on a real console. So I'm excited about that. We'll go back to the middle stack here. We've got Bomberman. And Bomberman, while I don't have a ton of experience with this series, I really liked playing the Bomberman. I think it was Bomberman Blitz, is what it's called. I could be wrong. It was on like the Wii Shop channel back when I got my Wii. It was probably my first Wii Shop channel purchase, and I really enjoyed playing that. Other than that, I really haven't played much Bomberman at all, but I couldn't not take this from the 100 games list. I would feel too bad. Pokemon Snap. I got the new Pokemon Snap, and it's not, I don't get it. I don't get what's fun about this one. So yeah, probably will never play it. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. Maybe I'll give it a try. But yeah, I don't know. It's got a 50 millimeter Pokemon lens, just like the 50 millimeter lens that you're watching me with right now. Yeah, I got nothing. I got nothing. I think this is, what is this? A Mickey's Speedway USA? I don't know. But a Mickey Disney racing game by Rare. So it's good. I'm interested to play this sometime because, like I said in the video, I'm a big Disney fan. I've got a lot of family that are Disney people, so I think this would be a fun racing game just to switch it up, like on a night where I've got friends and family over. Because I can almost guarantee that nobody I know in real life has actually played this game, and definitely not in Japanese. But I'm excited for this one. Like, I am interested in playing, I don't know exactly what it says, but probably Mickey and Friends Tetris. I love Tetris, love Disney. Can't really go wrong with this. So, another Tetris game, and it's got Mickey and Goofy and Minnie and Donald. And this guy, I don't remember what his name is. I always think of Bowser when I see him. And this thing, meh, not really an Ocarina of Time fan. If you want to know why, I have a whole podcast episode of me playing, not me playing through it, but me talking about playing through it with my friend Jordan. Unfortunately, the podcast is no longer, but that's a really, really good episode. I think it was our first episode, but I'm just not, I'm coming around on Zelda. I used to say I'm not a Zelda fan. I didn't like this. I don't want to get into it, all right? I have good reasoning, okay? But I still respect the game. So I'll own it a second time for some reason. Hey You Pikachu. This game is useless to me. I don't have the mic. Don't really plan on getting the mic. So yeah, don't really know what to do with this because you have to have a mic to play this game. But I figured I should probably own it as a Pokemon fan. And if I'm getting it for $1.80, why not? Let's go over to this pile and oh, look at that. Makes it beautiful, but we'll talk about that in a second. We've got Yoshi's Story. I still haven't fact checked that. I'm pretty sure this is called Yoshi Story, or maybe it's Yoshi 64, but I think it's just Yoshi Story, the follow up to Yoshi's Island. I've heard really, really good things about the Yoshi game on the N64, so I'm excited to eventually get to this, but I feel like I should play Yoshi's Island. I know I haven't played Yoshi's Island, but I feel like I should play that first. Maybe I shouldn't. I don't know. You can let me know. But we've got Mario Party 1, 2, and 3 right here. I'm a big Mario Party fan. And again, didn't grow up with the N64. So I'm excited to eventually play these one day. Most of my N64 Mario Party experience is with the Switch game where they remastered a bunch of the stuff from those. But yeah, I think these probably still hold up, especially the ones where you eviscerate your palms. I think that'll be fun to do with some friends and family. But yeah, they'll just quickly knock those three out. Diddy Kong Racing. It's a fan favorite. Why wouldn't I pick it up and keep it in my collection? It's a racing game. I like racing games. I like kart racers. I don't really care as much for like racing sims and stuff, but kart racers are fun. And it's a Diddy Kong Racing. It's a different style of Mario Kart. Mario Kart's probably still better to me, but I think I'd rather play Diddy Kong Racing than Mario Kart 64. So then we've got Star Wars Shadows of the Empire. I'm a Star Wars fan, so why not? That was kind of all the reasoning behind that. I have no idea what this game is about, but it does have Boba Fett on the front. Probably pretty cool. F-Zero X. I played a little bit of F-Zero. That's a tough game. But again, another racing game to spice things up. And maybe I get into the series that has been dead for over 20 years. Anyways, Super Mario 64. I own it already in English. I don't know if this is the patched version. I think it is the patched version, but I don't know because there's two different styles of this. Anyways, do I really need to say why I got Mario 64? Star Fox 64. I have it in English thanks to my bro-in-law. Thanks, Will. So I'll probably not end up playing this version unless Will takes it away from me. But yeah, maybe I could put this board in, swap the boards between them, and he wouldn't know. He's watching this video, but he wouldn't know. I'm kidding. That's too much work. Donkey Kong 64. Playing a lot of the new DK game, which is so good. I don't think I'm gonna like DK 64, but having Donkey Kong 64 in the collection, one of the very, very few games that needs the upgraded pack that I have, might as well keep it. Then we've got Mario Tennis 64. Again, it's a sports game, the Mario sports game. Not like huge on tennis, but it might be fun to mix it up playing this instead of Mario Tennis Aces or I don't know, Wii Sports Tennis. Yeah. And then Bomberman 2, same racing for Bomberman 1, and Banjo 1E and Banjo 2E. I have never played a Banjo Kazooie game, and I have heard literally nothing but good things about these games. So might as well have them in my collection, and maybe one of these days I'll play these. Hopefully they're not too text heavy. I don't know. But out of all of these games that I've talked about today, what do you think I should play first? What do you think? What are your favorites? I don't know. Leave something in the comments down below. Yeah, now my N64 collection isn't as pathetic, but I don't know where to store these. I actually really want one of the cassette drawer things that they made. I'll put a picture on screen. So if anybody wants to send that to my PO box, send me one or two of those. I'd love that. Like actually genuinely I'd love that.